Hello future engineers and future mathematicians. There is another video in hydraulics, and I hope that through this video your knowledge on the techniques on how to solve problems on fluid pressure on plane surfaces will be enhanced, thereby preparing you to become better engineering students. Here is the problem. The vertical face of a 6-meter high dam retains water and silt of specific gravity 2.2. The silt is 2 meters thick and therefore water is 4 meters thick. Considering 1 meter wide face of the dam, determine the moment of the pressure forces with respect to the base. So let's solve this into two ways. So to help analyze the situation, let's have the figure first. Let's draw any dam with vertical face as shown. And we have here the water, which is 4 meters thick. And we have here mm, the silt, which is 2 meters thick. So for water, if we use the formula, let's locate the centroid of area 1, which is in contact with water, and the centroid of area 2, which is in contact with silt, and the corresponding forces as shown, and the distance from the centroid, respective centroids, denoted by E sub V, P, E sub VP, E sub VP1, E sub VP2, as shown. So I'll just call this E sub V1, although the original expression is E sub VP. That's if E sub VP1 is a VP2. So since the centroid, the face is rectangular, the centroid of area 1 in contact with water is half of 4 meters, so 2 meters, and this is EV1. And because the pressure diagram is triangular, we expect that the distance of F1 from the interface between water and silt is 4/3, 1/3 of 4. So we expect EV1 to be 2/3. Although by experience, we don't need to solve that as long as the surface flush with the crest of the dam is exposed to the atmosphere or zero gauge pressure. So, but we need to solve E sub VP2, the location of the centroid of area 2 in contact with silt, because the height is 2 meters, is 1 meter above the bottom of the dam. So F1, if we can use F1 equals gamma of water, specific weight of water, then HG1, area 1 is 1 meter by 4, 1 meter wide. So F1 is gamma of water, HD1, area 1. Gamma of water 9.81, HD1 is 2, and area 1 is 1 by 4. So 9.81 to 1 by 4. So that means F1 is 78.48 kilonewtons. So likewise, F2, because we have layers of liquids, we have to use the other formula, pressure at G2 times area 2, where the pressure at G2 is beginning here 0, 9.81 times 4 plus specific gravity of silt 2.2 times specific weight of water 9.81 times 1, because G2 is 1 meter below the interface between water and silt. So PG2 is 9.81 times 4 plus 2.29.1 times 1. So Pg2 is 60.822 kilopascals. Substitute here where area 2 is 1 meter by 2, rectangle 1 meter wide and 2 meters high. So F2 is 60.822 times 1 times 2 and it is 121.644 kilonewtons. Then let's solve for E sub VP2. Formula is Ig2 over, let's show first EV1 which EVP1 which is equal to 2/3 expected. The general formula is Ig1 sine theta over area 1 Hg1. Now, it reduces to height of rectangle 1 square. You look at the preceding uh, videos about the simplification of this ESA VP formula and also the derivation from the first part of the video, not here but maybe in my playlist on um, fluid mechanics and hydraulics, the theory and principles. So you can find there the derivations. So this is now 4 square over 12 times 2, and that's why it is 2/3 as expected. EVP1 is 2/3, so that's why this is 2/3. EVP2, let's solve for HG2. Pressure at G2, 60.822 is equal to specific weight of silt because area 2 is in contact with silt times Hg2. So 60.822 equals 2.2 times 9.81 times Hg2. So Hg2 is 31 over 11 meters. We can now solve E sub VP2, which is equal to height of rectangle, so 2 square over 12 times 31 over 11, and that is equal to 11 over 93 meters. We then set up moment about the base or bottom. It is equal to F1. The moment arm of F1 is 4/3 plus 2. Then plus F2, the moment arm of F2 is simply 1 meter minus EVP2. So MB equals F1 78.48 times 4/3 plus 2, then plus F2 121.644 times quantity 1 minus E sub V2. So MB is equal to 368.856 kilonewton meter. So that is rounded up or rounded off to 386.9 kilonewton meter in uh, to four significant figures. So that's the moment at B using the first way of solving the problem. Now, for the second way, it's easier and shorter supposedly. We use the pressure diagram as shown in the figure. So this is the 6-meter high face of the dam. We have 4 meters in contact with water and 2 meters. The pressure at the water surface is 0. Then the pressure we have here P1, and the additional pressure at the bottom P1 plus specific weight of silt 2.2 times 9.1 times thickness of silt 2 meters, so that is 43.164 kilopascals, this pressure here. So FA equals F1 because we anticipate that that is equal to this part. The volume of this pressure diagram is equal to F1. Now P1, so let's set up the formula first. MB equals FA times quantity 4/3 plus 2 plus FB times 1 plus F sub C times 2/3. This is our working equation for moment at the bottom. Now FA equals volume of this pressure diagram, which is 1/2 of P1 times 4 times length perpendicular to the screen, which is 1. So FA equals 1/2 of pressure 1 times 4 times 1. This is volume of pressure diagram, where this uh, symbols or this expression inside the brackets is the area of this triangle, because volume is simply area of triangle times width perpendicular to the board, which is always perpendicular to the screen, which is always 1 meter. Now P1 is equal to specific weight of water times 4, 9.21 times 4, and that is 39.24 kilopascal. Substitute there. FA equals 1/2 of 39.24 times 4 times 1, and that is 78.48 kilonewtons, which is the same as this of F1. Now, FB is simply the volume of this pressure diagram, and it is equal to P1 times 2 times 1. So FB is P1 39.24 times 2 times 1, also 78.48 kilonewtons. Finally, FC is area of this volume of this pressure diagram, which is triangular area of triangle times 1. So it is 1/2 of 43.164 times 2 times 1, and it is 43.164 kilonewtons. So notice that FB plus FC is equal to F2 here, 121.644 to check. So finally, substitute here. MB equals FA 78.48 times 10 thirds. This is 10 thirds if you simplify, plus 78.48 times 1 plus FC 43.164 times 2 thirds. So MB is also 368.856 kilonewton meter, or approximately 386.9 kilonewton meter. So that's it for this video.